I'm here, you're here, and your stimulus check may be here as well. This is the major second stimulus check and second stimulus check update from the biggest site out there. Now, 24 hours a day. Boy, thank you for joining me overnight on LALATE overnights, which started at 1 a.m. with EIDL, then PUA at 2 a.m. It was fun tuning in and super chatting with you as well, or chatting with you at 1 a.m. in the EIDL room. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I was up and that was me chatting with you. And returning then for early mornings LALATE. And now here, mornings LALATE. The toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and boy, it's a great day. Your stimulus check may be here as well. I'll be going over when, how much, who gets it, all that beautiful, delicious stuff. I'll also be going over what's going on with your $2,000 stimulus check. Big updates about your second stimulus check, your third stimulus package, that's Biden stimulus, your Cash Act stimulus, which is sort of like your pickup stimulus, like a pickup basketball game. Changes to the first stimulus check, all that and more. And if there's any other time, I'll do some state stimulus. And boy, what a day it is. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do, because now we're 24 hours a day delivering your programming past our eight-month birthday on Christmas Day. 80 million views. No one in the history of YouTube has done it. And this was actually I think this was sort of the show that sort of put us really on the map to growing Mornings LA. It was first mornings, then it was early mornings, and now it's overnight LA. I think there's no more days in the day to cover. So we got all the hours of the day to cover. A lot of breaking news. In this report, I'm going to go over the stimulus check arriving today, the paddle for the $2,000 stimulus check, when, how does this get to a vote, all that beautiful, confusing stuff you're wondering about. And then I'll circle back and go over some about the deal provisions of the second stimulus package, when you're going to see that money, and all the wranglings, all the kernuffles in the Senate. And I'll have an update at the 15-minute mark and an update at the 30-minute mark if you miss me live and you come in late, that as well. With that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that after what has it been, since 6 months, 7 months, viewers are finally getting their second stimulus check in their account. Yes, some of you may not have it. It may take a few more hours. It may take a few more days. Let me give you the details. Yesterday, in a shocking series of statements, the Treasury Secretary to Donald Trump, Steve Mnuchin, shocked everyone by revealing that the Treasury, the IRS's computer systems are so modern now that he was able to press send on electronic sending of stimulus checks, and that they can all be sent electronically in one push in one day. This is just insane. It's incredibly great news. We had always been told it takes 10 days. 10 days electronically. No, it takes 10 hours. He started it in the early morning of the day, and by late last night on Purple Power Live at 7 o'clock, viewers said they already saw pending or cleared stimulus checks in their accounts. Don't be fretting if yours is not there. I'm going to go over where yours will be. Don't presume it's lost. Give it a little bit of time. Don't get anxious. I know it's really exciting. A Southern Lamerney just said, I got mine. And this is all incredibly great news. So let me go over what's happening, how much, when you would get it, all those details. First, how much? This is the second stimulus check, the second one. This is the one that the President of the United States signed into Mar-a-Lago last Sunday. $600 for individuals, $1,200 for married couples, $600 for children, no check for adult dependents, up to a family of 4, $600, $600, $600, and there you go. Next, how would you receive it? If you're signed up for electronic receipt of anything, you are electronic recipients. So if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and get your monthly checks electronically for your benefits, you're an electronic recipient. If you pay your taxes to IRS electronically, you're an electronic recipient. Again, if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits, but are not an adult dependent, you're getting a stimulus check. This is incredible. When this channel was this old and had 100 viewers or 2,000 viewers, I did a video in early May that said SSI and SSDI viewers would get a stimulus check if they're not adult dependent. No one believed it. No one was reporting upon you. Not one channel ever mentioned the fact that SSI and SSDI viewers would get a stimulus check. And no one was talking about you. That video is now historically one of the most watched videos ever in the financial space. 2 million views for a channel for one video. 2 million views for a video this small. So congratulations. Now, the other news about the routing of the check. When a check is sent electronically in the morning of yesterday, it will be received by your bank today. Well, actually last night. It would be received by your bank last night. When would you actually see it? It depends on your bank. Some banks were showing it last night as pending. Some banks were showing it available last night. Most banks, 90% of US banks that are major banks, would show it pending sometime today. Not necessarily in the morning, just sometime today. Some will show it available, meaning you can withdraw on it sometime today. And then when I've been reporting since July, and this is what's so important to understand, I've been reporting this since July. Every bank is different, but I've been saying give it at least 3 extra business days because some banks sometimes are slow for reasons we just don't know. So viewers have been really, I love my viewers. The viewers absolutely know how their banks work and everything. I've seen your comments. Some people are saying, I get everything at 6 a.m. Someone says, my stuff posts at 10 a.m. People are really good at knowing stuff on theirs. And so what's good to know is if you know how your bank works, you know when things land, then you may have a sense of how this lands. You know it better than even I do. But 3 more calendar business days. Today's a business day. Tomorrow is a business day, the 31st. The 1st of January is not a business day. So, if you really, really need that check, I hope you get it by the 1st. Otherwise, by the 31st. Otherwise, you may come right after New Year's. But I think you're going to get it by the end of today. This is credit unions. Apparently, credit unions have all gotten it. This is just incredible. All right, next, let me go over who gets it and who doesn't get it. And if you're a wonderfully kind viewer, I answer all the permutations on this video. So no need to send me a DM saying, can you answer my question? I got divorced and married and had 5 kids and divorced and married in last week. I answer all those permutations in the video, so you don't need to send me a DM because there's literally an answer for everything in the video. The answer for who gets a stimulus check in a strange family situation that has just occurred, or not strange, in a different family situation that has occurred, the answer is no. The answer is a basic no. If something has changed in your family that the IRS does not know, and you know what the IRS knows or not, they would know it because you filed something with them. If they do not know some strange change in your family, the answer is no. Not going to get it. And so the important thing is if they don't know it, not going to get it. I had been using the example of the donut guy who is my notorious nemesis in the summer. He said, just tell me when the stimulus check gets in my bank account. Otherwise, I don't want to hear about it. Just tell me when it gets. And I would say, hey, donut guy, you're not going to get a stimulus check if you don't do a series of things because as soon as they send it out, it's too late to fix it. The answer is too late to fix it. So if you have new kids and the IRS doesn't know it, too late to fix it. If you got divorced and you have a new thing, too late to get it. Now, that's now. I don't mean indefinitely, but I mean at least now. So the answer is a big no. Big no. Now, paper check, yes. So paper check, they're saying about the end of the week. This is the one I'm almost more skeptical about. Paper checks for Jason. Great question, Jason. The question for paper checks, I think, is they say about the end of the week. I think it could be longer. I know that some people got paper checks in 1 week last time. Some was 2 weeks. And they're also sending them from DC. So, if you're in a major city, you could get it right away because they fly them out. If you're in a smaller town, they got to fly it out and then drive it out. So it just all depends with a paper check. It's a little bit more precarious. Again, this is the $600 stimulus check. The old the old notion, the old line that the haters would say, and the trolls would say in the summer. Just tell me what's in your bank account. Well, it is in everyone's bank account. So the fact that it's not in your bank account, it's going to come. It's just maybe not there yet. And there you are. So the next thing to know is what is going on with the $2,000 stimulus check. If you're just joining me, there'll be another update at the 15-minute mark, and I'll be going over more as well. What's going on with the $2,000 stimulus check? There is now not one, but two bills that would provide you the remainder of $2,000 stimulus checks. There is the CASH Act, C-A-S-H Act, and the MITCH bill. I call it the MITCH bill because he didn't get a fancy name for his bill. He could have called it the lobster bill. He just didn't come up with a cute name like Cash Act. He should have called it the Anti-Cash Act, Cash Out Act, I guess you would call it. Viewers have said, can MITCH revise the Cash Act? Anyone can revise someone else's bill, but it requires it requires a vote of Congress. So what is in the Cash Act and what is in Mitch's bill? When are they going to get to a vote? Is it going to get passed? Is there a likelihood? What do I think? I'm going to go over that right now. My answer is I think it's going to get passed in some form. That's the first thing. The second one is I think it could happen very quickly. I've been very wrong about how things slowly are going because they're speeding up like I've never seen stuff speed up. And the third thing is they may change some of the language, is my opinion. All right, so let me go over Cash Act versus MITCH versus Lobster Act. The Cash Act and the Lobster Act both would raise individuals from $600 to $2,000. That means you get the remainder of $2,000. That's the first thing. No surprise there. We knew that was happening. Both the Cash Act and the MITCH Act, married couple, you would be raised from $600 to $2,000. We also knew that as well. No surprises there. Children, both bills raising you from $600 to $2,000. No surprise there. So here come the surprises. And they're really delicious, except for lobster, which will leave you a bad taste in your mouth. You just sort of knew that. The Lobster Act is sort of stale. It sort of claws at you and you just want to snap back at it. The Cash Act provides a stimulus check to adult dependents who did not get a stimulus check under the second stimulus check law of last Sunday. The bill that the president signed on last Sunday, that's called the second stimulus law. That did not provide a stimulus check to adult dependents. The Cash Act fixes that and sends out a stimulus check of $2,000 to adult dependents. The Lobster Act says no, go claw on a wall. The Lobster Act says no, we're not clawing for that. That was a biggie. Next, the Cash Act and the Lobster Act both provide $2,000 to a family of four, so $8,000. The only difference is you cannot include adult dependents in the Lobster Act. Cash Act does pay adult dependents. You see a recurring theme here. And the big surprise one was that the Cash Act goes retroactive back to the first stimulus package. This is insane. This is incredibly desired. The Cash Act goes back to the first stimulus package and gets the cash, the moolah, for people who did not get a first stimulus check, including adult dependents, and says, you know what, it's not fair you didn't get a first stimulus check in March. We're going to give you a first stimulus check retroactive. And here you are. The Lobster Act says, no, we don't even have tartar sauce for you back that far. So the Lobster Act says, no, we're not swimming upstream to go back to March for you. We only swim downstream. We only go forward. So the Lobster Act doesn't leave you a really good taste in your mouth. Sort of dry. Doesn't have an extra side of sauce. And there you go. So why is there a Lobster Act and a Cash Act? The Lobster Act is a little bit more political than actually trying to give you money. Why? The Lobster Act has in it a provision of Section 230 being revoked. What the hell is Section 230? Why do we have to learn about Section 230? I just want to, where's my money? I don't want to hear about Section 230. Why is a lobster telling me about Section 230? It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with me. It just absolutely has. It is a partisan issue slid into a bill. The Lobster Act. Thank you for the super check, Mike. There is the Lobster Act puts a provision in there for Section 230 to be revoked, and it also puts in there something for a commission to be impaneled to look at election fraud. It is very, very partisan. Would the Lobster Act ever get passed? No, no. It's the Lobster Act is sort of dead in the sea. The Lobster Act is sort of dead at the bottom of the ocean. It's never going to float. Lobster Act is just never going to float. It's dead. It's dead fish on arrival. So then, how is the Cash Act and the Lobster Act going to work together? Well, what Mitch is trying to do is she's trying to split the vote. And I'll explain to you procedurally what's going on to get your $2,000 stimulus check, because I think it's going to happen. I really do think it's going to happen. But now that we're to the 15-minute mark, I'm going to give you a big update for the top of the hour of what's happening on your stimulus check. Wow. Thank you for joining me. This is Mornings LA, direct from Los Angeles, shortly before 9 o'clock on the West Coast. I'm live in Los Angeles. The sun is out. The rain has stopped. I'm glad you're here. I'm here. You're here. And for millions of viewers of this channel, a second stimulus check starting at $600 an individual is in your bank account this morning or sometime today. Electronics delivery of a stimulus check, the second stimulus check, the $600 one, was sent out early yesterday, by Steve Mnuchin at Treasury and IRS. And to the shock of everyone, Steve Mnuchin says, you're getting it today. Someone on the screen says, I just got it. So congratulations to that viewer as well. Routing times, electronic receipt times, I'm going over in this video. Why is mine delayed? Why can I not see it? What's happening? I'll be going over in this video. Bottom line is, give it a little bit of time. I would give it at least 3 business days, which may bring you to the 1st of January. But I think the vast majority of viewers will see it by the end of today, or by the end of tomorrow. This is all incredible, great news. Paper check people would receive it about the end of the week. Thank you. Oh, Quintero, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, Quintero? I would thank you for the super chat. Paper check would be about the end of the week. In this video, I'm giving you an update on what's going on with the second stimulus with the Cash Act, the $2,000 stimulus check. What the voting is going on. If I have time, I'm going to also go on the big moolah, the FPUC, the UI, the PUA, the free broadband, the SNAP, all that other stuff on the second stimulus check, all that exciting, delicious stuff, more delicious than a lobster bill. I'm going to go over all those details in this video coming up shortly at about the 20-minute mark. So let me go. Oh, thank you for the super chat. What I want to go over now is procedurally what's going to happen on the $2,000 Cash Act vote. The bottom line on this one, too hard for anyone to predict. It's too confusing. It's procedurally too confusing. There's no clear path that anyone can predict, but this is what I am reporting. What I'm reporting is, 1, there's not enough senators in town. And by the rules of the Senate, they need to have enough people in town to vote on the bill. Second, those 2 Republican incumbents from Georgia who are now in favor of a $2,000 stimulus check, they are not in town. They're not in D.C. either. When I say in town, I mean in Washington, D.C. They're not in D.C. either. So that's also an issue. Third, the inability to have people in town may delay the vote of anything. So that is really the hardest thing at the moment battling against us. The tide has turned. The lobsters are clawing against a crashing surf because in less than 48 hours, we have gone from a nation not wanting to give you a stimulus check. Thank you, Azuka. In 48 hours, you have gone from a nation not wanting to give you a stimulus check to now kissing a $2,000 stimulus check live and left and right. There is no non-filing. I'll be going over that as well. You can't fix things. You cannot fix your stimulus check. I've been reporting this since July. Can't fix it. If you didn't do it before, it's done. You're not going to get it. So the Cash Act would likely get called for a vote by Friday. I have to look at the calendar. I keep on saying Friday, but I have to remember today is Wednesday. Thursday is the 31st. Well, it could be called on Saturday, actually, because Friday, I think, is New Year's Day. It could be called by Saturday. There's a problem. And the problem is the defense bill has a deadline that's really just a few days away. There's a defense bill. It has to be done every year. It's been done for 60 years. They have passed it 60 years consecutively with no problem. This may be the first time there is a problem. The bill was passed unanimously by the House and the Senate and landed on the president's table. He vetoed it. He has never been overridden by a veto because no one has really done that effort. This is a bill that everyone absolutely says has to pass. And so they need to do a veto override. Otherwise, there's no money for the Defense Department. That veto override, that vote to override the president's veto of a defense bill needs to get done in the next few days. If they don't, there's no money for the Defense Department. So Mitch is rushing, and everyone else is rushing to get that to a vote. The problem, however, is that now they're using, or there's a good, not a problem, a good problem, is that they're using the Cash Act to block a vote on the defense bill, saying we're not going to let you get to the defense bill unless you do the Cash Act first. And this is a big issue. There's an additional maneuvering by Bernie Sanders and Chuck Schumer that's very, very complicated, in which they're trying to keep the Senate in session. Actually in session, thank you for the super chat, trying to keep the Senate open in session to force those two, Loeffler and I always forget his name, Loeffler and Loeffler 2 from Georgia, to force Loeffler and Loeffler 2 to come back from Georgia to D.C. to vote on the bill. They're forcing to keep the Senate open. Perdue, thank you, Loeffler and Perdue. And so Bernie Sanders is forcing them to come back into D.C. to, in essence, impede their ability to do a proper campaign. Thank you for the super chat demo. I really appreciate it. And so there's a lot of maneuvering to get this to a vote. My prediction is you're going to see an attempt for a vote by Friday, an attempt, but then a really big vote potentially as early as Monday or Tuesday. This is the moolah. This is the money. And the shocking development overnight is that Republicans, Democrats, Independents, the president, Mitch McConnell now all embrace $2,000. It went from the evil stepchild of stimulus to now the beloved darling of stimulus, the $2,000 stimulus check. Now everyone loves it. Remember how no one liked $2,000? It was just like, ooh, scarlet letter for $2,000. Horrible. Now they all just went, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you, 2,000. Oh, I love you, $2,000 stimulus check. You're wonderful. Lindsey Graham, Marco Rubio in support of it. Loeffler and Loeffler 2.0. Loeffler, Mr. and Mrs. Loeffler love the $2,000 stimulus. Then there's the wonderful people who are always confused by things, like Susan Collins. I love $2,000. I'm confused. She's always confused. I'm just confused, but I love it. But I'm confused. And so you see more and more people that love it but are confused. And the great news is that people love it, and that's the most important thing. So I don't think per Loeffler, Perdue Loeffler, Loeffler Perdue, are really the issue here. The issue is Mitch trying to split the vote. Mitch is trying to, with his ridiculous lobster bill, put in things that will never pass, never see the light of day. It's sort of a joke. He's trying to save face. Thank you, Rosa, for the super chat. And by that, I don't think you should think much about it. So are you going to get the $2,000 stimulus check? Yes. Oh, Terry Rosa just had a great comment. I want to say that on air. Terry Rosa said a great comment. Do not post any financial information on this channel. Do not say the name of your bank. Do not say the name of your bank account. Do not say the name of the routing number. Do not say your savings account number. Moreover, there's going to be scammers. They're going to be scammers. They're going to filter into the comments. They're going to say, hi, can you text me? Can you WhatsApp me? Can you send me a DM? And then they're going to ask you for your bank account. Do not get yourself exposed. Don't talk about anything financial on the channel. So Johnny just says, I have this. Don't post your bank accounts on the account. Ultimately people will just do what they want to do, but please don't do it. Don't set yourself up for being attacked by spammers. All right, now at the 25-minute mark, I want to go to the other things that you're getting under the second stimulus because there's a lot more deliciousness, not lobster. This is fine. This is fine shrimp that's coming to you in the second stimulus package. The first thing that'll automatically come to you is a 15% increase in SNAP. Love it. 15% increase in SNAP. Let's do it. This would come in the next few days. Second, eviction moratorium automatic. That's happening. The thing after this that would happen next, maybe the farmers and the ranchers, yeah, this is sirloin, are going to get an additional stimulus check. It may come in the form of an EIDL grant. Then I'm reporting, and I've been reporting a lot, and you're going to hear me talk about this all the time. It's going to be a big, big, big issue. Is your UI, your PUA, and your FPUC are going to go from inactive to active, but it's going to be delayed. That the current week of December, the first week of January, the second week of January, and the third week of January, your checks may get delayed. If you are on inactive status and have to be brought back to active status, we're at the 25-minute mark. If you're just joining me, I'll have another update at the 30-minute mark. Let's see if we can get to 4,000 viewers in the room. Let's see if we can do it. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. So I'm reporting that your last week of December unemployment benefits, your first week of January unemployment benefits, and your second week of January unemployment benefits will be delayed. They'll be delayed anywhere from a few days to a few weeks to at least a month. And I don't want you to be financially shocked on that first week of January when you don't have enough money to pay bills. So when you get the stimulus check, keep it and try not to spend it because that first week of January is going to be tough for some of you. This is for people who have gone on to inactive status because you ran out of weeks. Your state's going to take you from inactive to active, whether you're on UI or PUA. When they do, make sure you start to certify right away, and make sure you make sure you're on that state's unemployment website every day because they'll do things differently. Your FPUC will go on top of your UI or PUA. You don't have to do anything. FPUC will be $300 a week going forward. $300 a week going forward. It will go on top of you, UI and PUA. You don't have to do anything. And it's as simple as that. If you have questions about PUA and FPUC, watch the new hit overnight show on Overnight's LALATE unemployment PUA every day at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. It's now archived on the site. The show used to do about 5,000 views overnight, which is, it's an overnight show. And then it went to 9,000 in a day. Now it's at 10,000 in just a few hours this morning. So it's growing like 300% every day over the day before. So that's the PUA show. The next thing that you would get in your bank account is the stuff for low-income families. Low-income families will qualify for rent, for free internet, and for child care. Those I expect to be a long time coming, maybe about a month. Those are not open. I'll tell you where the applications are when they go open, and I'll be with you along the way on how to get them. Really exciting, great news. Finally, EIDL for inner city businesses will reopen. And if you tuned into Purple Power Live last night, you saw a world exclusive on this channel. I'm not going to repeat it right here, but it was a world exclusive on this channel about EIDL. And I think you were very excited about it. I was too. I'll have a lot more about that in the next few days. Very, very exciting. Yeah, so if you get 167 for UI a week, it'll be $300 on top of that, so you get 367. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark, and what a day it is. Just really exciting. Let me quickly say what's in third stimulus. This is Biden's stimulus coming in January because people have questions about it. What's happening with that third stimulus? Third stimulus in January. The next stimulus package coming. It's not law, it's a bill. The next thing, well, it's not a bill yet, but it will be a bill coming in January. SSI and SSDI, the $2,400. FPUC retro at $600 a week. Hazard pay, multiple stimulus checks, EIDL grants, EIDL loans, Lifeline grant, CDC grant. That's all coming in mid-January. All exciting, great news. All right, so there we are. Wow, thank you for the super chat. That flew across the screen. What a day it has been. I really appreciate the patronage of the viewers, and I really love the spirit of the channel in the last few days. This was stressful for a lot of people. I got it. A lot of people did not know if this stimulus check would ever come. There was a lot of uncertainty. people had faith and lost faith and got the faith back. And I see a real renewed excitement and energy. From this point forward, everything is going to be much more smoother. I know a couple of agencies that's sending out money for you, or you're going to apply for money. Things are being changed. I can't say who they are, but I know them inside. Everything is going to be totally different the next few weeks. You're going to start to see things flowing a lot more easy from moolah here and moolah there. So I'm so excited for you. At the 30-minute mark, and let me give you the big update direct from Los Angeles. This is Mornings LALATE. Now the next most watched show, and what a run it's been. Turning 8 months old on Christmas Day, 80 million views. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm going typed, I'm going live. This is now a 24-hour news channel, the only one of its kind, from shows from 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. the next day. We start on overnights LA with EIDL in the morning and then PUA, but here I am with the breaking news on Mornings LALATE. Millions of viewers have gotten a second stimulus check starting at $600 overnight. The Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, confirmed yesterday that the stimulus check, the second stimulus check, the one the president signed in Mar-a-Lago on Sunday, was sent out electronically yesterday, and that viewers could receive it as soon as the end of the day. Some viewers started receiving it at the end of yesterday. Some viewers started receiving this morning. Other viewers will receive it throughout the day electronically. This is all incredible, great news. The electronic receipt of this check is coming for people who always receive things electronically, like SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, or who pay taxes electronically. If your paper checks, it'll come in about a week thereafter. Banks have different routing times. Some banks may have it pending today or available today. Some may not post it until tomorrow. I see the comments of viewers. A lot have gotten it. A lot say pending. Some say nothing yet. And it's all really exciting news. Meantime, across the board, you're going to see bombshell explosions, kernuffles, brawls over the Cash Act, the $2,000 stimulus check on the Senate floor today. But today is what day is today? Tuesday. Today is Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember it. Wednesday. I expect the real heat to kick in by around Friday. I expect the next 48 hours to be absolutely through the roof. So stay with me. Please subscribe. Go to the French channel. Subscribe. Also like this video. I'll see you next on Holidays LA. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. So much breaking, and we're still not there. Next stop, the $2,000 stimulus check. As always, your hashtag campaign today, again, is hashtag stimulus check 200, hashtag LALATE, hashtag purple power. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that alert button on the French channel, and like this video. See you at 12 noon on Holidays LALATE. As always, take care and have a good day.